I was never under the illusion that you could build a bus in a YouTube weekend. Not at any point. I knew from the beginning that building a bus is building a house. And building a house is dedication. A lot of dedication that we just don't kind of have nowadays because we've been renters for the last 70 years. So, who has the determination to build a house nowadays? I guess I do. Alright, gotta get rid of this thing. Let's do that. That is today's project, getting rid of this thing. Did it break? Yeah, it broke. That one break. Yep, that one broke. Well, that saves me from having to plug that hole up. All right. How about the other two? Should be two more in there. Let's see what we got. The good news is when they break off, that means you don't have to go under the bus and unloosen the bolt that's underneath, because there's a bolt that goes through, and that is its own problem, because that means you got to have somebody under the bus and somebody above the bus. So when it breaks off, it's a curse and a blessing, because then you got a rusty bolt in there. That's going to continue to rust, but you also don't have to fill it with anything. And I got a thing of filler that I fill everything with. That foam filler stuff. Another bolt in there? Sure is. It sure is. And I don't have a clue how I'm going to get to that one. Let me say it again. I don't have a clue how I'm going to get to that one. That sucker is behind there somewhere. All right. Fair enough. A phrase that we don't really say often enough. Fair enough. All right. That's it. Let's get the crap out of there. There is a ton of school bus crap in there. See, the thermostat for the diesel heater, bunch of tissue, my diffuser, it's in here, and my diffuser, my light, garbage bag, ink pens, mittens, heated mittens at that. And then all we have to do is move our drop cloth get this guy in there, and voila. We have a loose thing. Some kind of barrier, I guess. And I guarantee you, this is the world's finest Naugahyde American made. Ron Burgundy himself uses this stuff. Wow, it's got a cover on it. I didn't know that was there. We're going to hang on to that. But this goes to the scrap heap. What's under here? Well, looks like some very unfortunate flooring. It's wood. Oh, that's got to come up one day. And that's it. That is today's project. Should we remove the other one? Because there's two. This one has to come out as well. Should we take that one out? I guess so. So I'll put this one over here. Fine. Careful of my windows now, Mike. These are 20-year-old. I have no idea what you got. Wait. A couple screws. Yeah, we can do this. Are all stripped, which is good. In this case, where's my extension? There's my extension. What's that? And rusted and broken. And rusted and broken. Fire extinguisher. By the way, fire extinguishers are just made for you to get out of the fire. That's it. They're not made for you to rescue anybody. They're made to make a way out for you and people that are with you. That's it. Just a public service. Don't try to go back into buildings. Don't try to do anything like that. It's just to get you out. Alright, who are you? Ouch. Now, here's the deal. I am one of those guys. Am I loosening or tightening? I don't know. I am one of those guys that lives in his bus whilst he's building it. The argument behind that is I got 15 or 20 years left on this planet. I don't have 7 years to sit in the driveway trying to build a bus for one day. I might have enough time. I might have enough time to do it now. So that's the philosophy behind living in a bus. Why do I say that? I say that for two reasons. One, because black guy years are not the same as everybody else's years. I'm 50 years old, which in black guy years, minus the dog years, is about 178 years old. So if I'm going to do something, it's probably pretty important that I do it now. I'm one traffic stop away from in eternity. So we'll do that. Then we'll get this. I don't like removing this banister because I like this banister, but I'm going to remove the banister. It's a good banister, and I'd like to keep it. All right? It's got to go. There it is. Is that all of them? All right, let's check this guy out. So here's the idea with the bus. Rolling photography studio. I'm a photographer. I do portraits and headshots. I sneak in some car stuff and some motorcycle stuff because that's a lot of fun and I like doing it. But that's what, if you look at the drawing of this thing, there's solar awnings, but there's also a weird awning on the driver's side, on the street side, that rolls out too, in the plans, not in real life right now. So that's the idea. Roll around the state, because New Mexico is the American Cuba as far as cars go. There are cars here in this state that disappeared decades ago in New Jersey, where I'm from. So I want to go around, get as many pictures as I can, and then call it a day. I could do some portraits, I could do some car stuff, and I could definitely do some motorcycle stuff, which is always fun because motorcycles are very small. That's it. This is a good piece of aluminum that I'm going to use one day. So I'm not throwing it away, because one day I'm going to use stainless steel. I'm going to use this. You know how you got that junk drawer full of stuff you never use? Yeah. All right. I think this is ready to go. All right, let's get this guy. I found so much stuff in this bus. Kids chew bubblegum like bubblegum factories. There was so much bubblegum and lip gloss in this bus when I took the seats out. It was unreal. All right. Let's get you out of here. Come on. Maybe not. Anybody else? Don't make me drill stuff out. Don't make me drill stuff out. Just gonna throw this out there. If you're a cold person, you're always cold, get a bus from Denver, from Colorado. I found more, they're not very rusty at all. And they have so much great heat in them. My bus doesn't have air conditioning because I don't really need it, I guess. I never use air conditioning. But they are so warm inside. I did a thermal thing on these buses. It's pretty great. All right. Easy. Easy. Ooh. I found report cards. When I took the seats out originally, I found a lot of report cards. And I'm going to mail them back to the parents. So if you left a report card on Denver bus, what is this? 3267. If you left a report card on 3267, hiding it from your parents, because the bus is 20 years old, so they had paper report cards back then, expect a visit from your parents, because they're going to want answers of why your report card and love notes to little boys are all over this bus. And you thought you were a good kid. You got caught. You got caught. All right. That covers that. So that's this project for today. Tomorrow we'll do something else, like maybe get this banister loose. That comes out of there. That is free to go. All right. There you go. Ta-da! And free space. So what's going to go here is a 6-foot Chase Lounge. They call it a fainting. I saw it on Facebook, recommended it, and I fell in love with it immediately. It's a fainting couch, a Chase Lounge. It has the one arm on the back, but it doesn't have an arm on this side, and there's nothing on the back part. It's like something you'd see in an old Victorian movie, something like that. So that's going to go here. The wood stove is there. The bathroom's going here behind the driver's seat because I don't want anybody pooping next to my bed. That's out. Everybody else builds their bus with the bathroom next to the bed. Absolutely not. And everything, if there is any separations, it's all going to be with those Japanese wax paper walls, because this is an exoskeleton. It doesn't need internal support. So why you would build 22 8-inch walls inside of a school bus is kind of beyond me. I don't understand that. It seems like it would take up a ton of space. I'm already going to lose space on the floor because of insulation. I'm going to put like 2-inch insulation, and this is going to be the warmest bus you've ever met. I hate being cold. All right, what's on this piece of paper? Ah, look at this. What do we have here? What do we have here? It says boy, and it says girl. Oh, this is one of those things. Oh, no, it's not. All right, boy, girl, and then it says push on that side. I'm not sure why. See if we can get some light in here. This says push, boy, girl. So if you left a note for your boyfriend on bus 3267 out of Denver, I found it and I'm sending it to your parents. Hug, kiss, say I love you, smash? What? What is this? Boys, girls, Elijah, Desta, Johnny, Naraya, Joel, Danelli, DC, Tynesha, it must have been a black kid, Marcos, Zaria, and Musha, and MJ? Is that me? Is this my bus? All right, well, whoever got this weird love note, I'm sending it back to your parents. You had no business messing around with other kids like that. Stick to your studies. And I'll see you next time.
Sometimes I grow so tired, but I know I've got one thing I got to do.